will lose. Like that's very possible. I feel like in this game.
Is that how the prediction works?
I think it is. It's just you need to get 1,000 GPM, and that's it. But here we go. Game number 1. Secret facing off against LGD. Again, a match that we could see in just about a week or so time in the main event grand finals. Would not be shocked at all. And it's all going to be happening right here. A best of 2 in the group stage. So much action across all of the 4 streams. There's Quincy Crew, Beast Coast going on, Fnatic SG, and Elephant Avicii. But the big marquee matchup is going to be here on this stream. PSG LGD versus Secret. Let's get into it. Trent, I can't wait.
There's
I'm so excited.
A good amount of damage spread here across the 2 teams. Like they both have quite a bit of magic as well as physical damage. Like no one's like too hard into one or the other, right? You see a lot of minus armor stacked up on LGD, but then you also consider they have Sky, right? Just like this massive explosive magic damage, burst damage. Secret, same thing. They have a ton of magic damage. It's all very evident across their heroes, but then you also have the Empower and the Bloodlust coming through to really help those right clicks out from the Tiny. So it's very hard to just like single-handedly itemize versus them.
Do you hear cheering?
I do, and I love it.
What is that? What's happening? I don't know.
Let's go. That's the crowd. They're going wild.
It's so good. It's amazing. Well, we've got taunts that are happening. We've got cheering that's going on in the background. It's a whole host of action. Oh, there's cheers going on for each of the teams? If you cheer on your team, then it goes louder? Is that what's happening here?
It must be.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited for this. This is where it needs to be right now. So what else do we have as we get ready to go into this? God, those sprays are so good. I believe that's ZQ that's there.
That's a favorite amongst quite a few teams, I think.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, Nisha's dropping it down as well. That's good. Much needed. As we go into this game number 1, staring down each other across the river. And it looks like it's just going to be a trade-off of 2 bounty runes apiece for each team. And can the Alchemist get off to a good start and carry his team to the victory?
Excellent idea.
The cheering is very interesting. I have to say that, as looks like Nisha heads on out towards the mid, going to be facing off against the Death Prophet. And at least for the moment, I'm anticipating that we have kind of an interesting setup there where they actually on Secret drop down 2 wards on either side of the river. So that way, no matter what, Nisha's going to be able to spot out which one of those 6-minute runes that ends up being at.
Yeah, this has become a little bit more common as well. Like the early double ward and just like not worrying as much about your lane. I think that's one of the benefits of Ogre too, because Ogre gives you vision by just like running at people. You know, you don't need the ward in lane down bottom. And it's very similar in the top 2 is, oh, Yapsor loses Curry to Y, playing very aggressive there.
Always off to a nice start. As you can see through this first couple of waves, going to be a little bit of a problem there for Secret, depending upon how it goes. It's Y actually just walks through, tries to do a little bit of damage onto Yapsor, the battery assault, but the wave is going to be pushing in to Ame as he backs out underneath that tower yet again. I don't know, is there much kill potential really here at all? It feels like most of these lanes should be fairly static.
Yeah, I could see maybe top happening for either side.
Okay.
You know, that would probably be the one that I'd look towards. But kind of a slow, you know, it all depends on how much you respect the regen, right? And like how much you need to spend on regen in either of these side lanes. Because if you get a little bit too low, you just get caught by some of this burst damage, right? We have Tiny on one side, and then we just have Shaker as well as a Skywrath Mage. So you get fissured into a blow-up combo, and you might just go down.
So they'll place down a tree there to give some extra regen to Faith Beyond. Yeah, something to watch for indeed with that extra bit of, you know, burst damage that they've got, but also fairly tanky heroes down here, you know, 2 strength heroes and an ogre. As long as ZQ sort of keeps that distance, everything should be fine and dandy. But they are getting a nice wave under the tower, and that does open up an opportunity for Puppey to get a pull off as another courier goes down.
Oh, that's the revenge, because Yapsor lost his first, so
nice.
He gets one back versus Y. Yeah, very interesting to see Solid Side there for the Shaker, obviously very important. But top lane here, what is our Alchemist going to do?
Yeah.
Has the Armlet queued up. That's obviously pretty standard. But we have 2 paths, essentially, right now with Alchemist players. They tend to go for the Radiance, or they go towards like damage builds that somewhere involve a Shadow Blade and a Silver Edge.
Nice sidestep there. Mr. Twinkle Toes.
Just not quite getting themselves in sync there, and well, we'll twinkle toe away there with the taunt. Some pull action here, battling out in the bottom lane. Sure that Matu can safely farm near the tower. Looks to be in a great spot here. This wave is pushing him pretty hard though, so Matu just trying to control things up here and keep the next couple waves in their favor. And there's no camp there for Xingqiu to pull with, so this is looking great for Matu right now.
A little bit of an avalanche. Thought about a toss back, but decides not to go for it. Instead, it's just going to be Puppey trying to chase down Faith Beyond, get some damage out there before the waves reset together in equilibrium. And yeah, nobody really falling that far behind. You can see DP and Alk having a good time, although Amit taking a nice chunk of damage over here, and YapzOr underneath the tower ends up taking a couple of tower shots with the minus
in
armor.
The acid spray. Ooh.
Yeah, that's dangerous. And in fact, Wise going to chase him out.
Faith Beyond.
Faith Beyond goes for it. Puppey able to draw first blood, not where you might expect it. He ends up going for an overextension, and the captain of Secret now trying to turn Xingqiu, seeing if he can get a little bit of a punish, but you have almost no armor in comparison to this Ogre. The right clicks do so much damage.
Just regenerating so much too.
Yeah.
Look at Puppey. Nothing feels better than people just wasting your health as Ogre. You know, that is a resource. When you play Ogre, your mana should be refilling all the time, and your health should be refilling all the time. More importantly, your health.
With that, it is first blood drawn. Certainly not the end of the world at all for Faith Beyond.
Look at YapzOr mid.
He's gonna move.
Full wraparound here with the toss back. Probably not a kill, but just a good amount of harass here on the nothing to say.
So they will go and make that rotation, sets up. Now there's 3 wards that are all around the mid lane right now for Secret. They're putting so much emphasis on trying to just ensure that Nisha has a good game.
Yeah, and the fact that YapzOr is mid means that Zai's on his own, but they can't really punish him right now. Like, well, I can't find the positioning, so instead he's going to run to the middle of the river as well. And him and YapzOr are just going to mess around here at the 5-minute mark.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, it's been a very, mobile game. Heroes running around all around the map. Down bottom, Xingqiu tried to get a little bit fresh with Matumba Man as Puppey will fend him off of his carry, continue to beat away. This is the way you want to play the Ogre, for sure. And now the turn. Faith Beyond, did you overextend a little bit? Able to get that Fire Blast off, a couple more punches. But there isn't a block-off potential. Puppey instead, he might have overextended a little bit. Faith Beyond goes in, finds the finish. It's actually Xingqiu that gets the kill, and now can Faith Beyond clean up Matumba Man? Kassiv comes through a couple more right clicks, but won't be able to get it.
YapzOr's even TPing down. Does cancel.
Yeah.
Wants to stay in the mid lane.
Just dual laning mid right now. Oh, wait
wow,
a minute.
he got him with the avalanche. They didn't know Matu was still lurking in the trees.
Oh, what a sneaky play. That was sick.
They had a ward too, so they felt so safe, right?
Yeah.
You think oh, that guy's gone. He TP tower or TP back to base or something, but instead he stays, lurks, gets the kill, and then Puppey comes through with the salve to keep him active in the lane and continue farming. Very big play there from Matu. Meanwhile, Top has just been like, we're chilling,
Exactly.
1v1, I farm, you farm, no denies. We got a deal here. Both supports are gone.
Well, and normally you don't necessarily feel great about the Alk getting a free time, but if you're keeping YapzOr out of the lane the whole time, I don't know, and he's able to ensure that Nisha has a good game, I think you're pretty okay with this.
Bottom lane
goes for it. Fissure is out. Matumba Man in some trouble. Nothing to say. Trying to make the play. It will be enough to take down that Tiny. And afterwards, Puppey decides to walk back in. Just gives his life away for nothing. All right. Well, they'll take that one for sure.
Man, nothing to say really needed that because he had a rough mid experience.
Yeah.
I mean, his net worth very much recovered now, actually ahead of the Queen, surprisingly, but he had to walk all the way back to the base. Thankfully, there was a little bit of a neutral stack there that helped him out, too, from the small camp that wasn't dealt with from Secret. So now with the Exorcism rotation back on track for him, Nisha still looking for potential rotation play here. Is level 7 and holding the point, so thinking about going for a Sonic Wave kill here.
Throws out that dagger, level 3. So annoying to deal with. It's a good chunk of damage and burning through those raindrops. Very frustrating. But as you can see, top net worth's inhabited by the Alk as you would expect. And then afterwards, the Death Prophet. And there is that little bit of a differentiation as Faith Beyond's had a bit of a tougher time down here on the bottom side of the map. But this is an Earthshaker. You know, you're playing it a little bit more greedy of a 3 as far as the laning stage potential goes. And if you can make it last, it's pretty good as Zai has already finished off the Helm of the Dominator.
Secret are feeling like they might be closing on an out problem here.
Oh, careful, careful. Nothing to say. Drop down low. Nisha, can you finish him off? But the silence comes out at the last second. Sonic Wave, does he have it available? No, just going to go and do it with the Scream. Puppey comes in and also helps out with the punches. Faith Beyond now getting body blocked as Matumba Man tries to just beat him down to
got
death.
Sonic Wave.
Do they have enough?
He's
Walking
coming back
in, thinking for round 2. I mean, it's dangerous into Faith Beyond. He has 6. So they're going to play it a little bit safer. At least for now, but now with the bottle up,
and the illusion room, yeah, they can just like run in here and look for a Sonic Wave kill. Zincu coming in kind of dangerously in the trees.
Walks forward and just gets caught immediately in some trouble. Zincu throws out that silence, but the right-click beatdown continues.
Oh, the toss! He threw Y onto him!
Oh,
he gave him the ammunition!
That was sick, and gets the vision for the tree toss afterwards. Now Zai comes in, absolute mayhem, but they're able to get the cogs off. Zai pulls back in Y, wants to find this finish, gets him with the clap too, the Helm of the Dominator. Creep getting involved in all the action now. Nisha shows up, just absolute mayhem towards this mid lane over the past couple of minutes, and it's all favoring Secret.
Oh, and the stack steal, right? The Alchemist was looking for these, needs to come in and grab these. I mean, Alk already is off to an incredible start for sure, just like complete free farming, but this is supposed to be like that next step where you really propel the hero forward. This is what can make like the Radiance build feel broken, because you just get it way too soon if you finish up all those jungle camps, but something like that could even change where you want to go with your items.
Look at all of this emphasis on the tier 1 tower. 5 heroes from Secret just trying to pressure this down one by one. It's like group up and go.
Yeah.
And this is what you have to do against the Elk. You have to constrict that farm and shut down the area where not just his stacks are, but eventually where he's going to feel comfortable farming.
Yeah, and this is like, if you choose to ignore the Alk, which they have quite literally not pressured him at all. They gave him a free 1v1 lane. You're then putting the burden on him to make the rotation into that mid lane when you do that. If he doesn't show up, then the fight's going to be very, very easy.
So they make it work. 10 minutes in, still less than 1,000, well now 1,000 gold separating these two teams.
That's not good though.
No.
1,000 gold lead with a free farming Alchemist?
Yeah.
That's not good. That's like a 3K deficit for a normal lineup.
And again, the pressure is going to continue from Secret as they head up to the top side of the map. This tower already down to just about a quarter HP as Matumba Man will pull the camp over. Zai, giving the empower to the Tiny. Rarely seen, but much appreciated. And LGD, they did manage to take that bottom tier 1 tower. Where can they find a little bit of an opening for themselves? I mean, is there much of a really change to the game plan? Like, do you just need to keep fighting with Exorcism if you're LGD now?
They need 6 on clock.
Okay.
Step 1. The Yules is done on DP. That's good, but the real big jump up is going to be the Blink Dagger on the Shaker. That has to come before the Radiance is going to be done, and that's going to try and stem this bleeding, right? You have to try and like sew up some of these wounds.
Right.
And hold on to your tier 2s utilizing that Blink Dagger from the Earthshaker. I don't know if it's going to be fast enough. I'm a little concerned.
Pretty close. And the other thing is because you've got this Alchemist, like there's very little farm elsewhere. You can see they're blocking these hard camps here and leaving one of the small creeps afterwards. Like everything they can do to try and shut down the farm that LGD wants to get on this map. Secret, they ate their Wheaties in the morning. They came here to play Dota.
Oh, they're not making any large commitments so far, so this is pretty good. Looks like Y and Zincu maybe think about a smoke play here, as they're going to group up at the tower. They have a deeper ward, which is really nice. They're trying to prep for a potential play, where maybe they're going to, like, you know, come back to the lane, push, and we're going to smoke in and grab them with our ultis. So here they go. Supports moving together, looking for the hook shot into the sky kill. Yapsor prime target. Should be free. Nice one. Nice. That's what you need, right?
It looks pretty good for them. That's what they wanted to make happen. And in the meantime, too, you've got Faith Beyond getting some pretty free farm for himself. Got 2 waves in towards the mid. It did look like Nothing to Say just stole 2 of those waves. I was like, come on, dude, try to get a Blink Dagger. What are you doing? Classic carry players.
I tell you, Puppey's going to lost space down bottom. And once again, going for this Veil first build. That's what he did the last time that I was watching this game on the Ogre. Previously, they had the Snapfire with the Ags, which was pretty nice. They just like shoot them into the middle of the fights, but they have a Tiny. So they can kind of still do that if they want. Not really necessary, but, you know, playing Ogre, guys, you just run into the fight and you have 2 goals. Number 1, they stun you. That you already winning because they didn't stun anyone important. It's just you. And if they don't kill you right away, then you get to stun one of them.
Perfect.
That's Ogre. The dream is that you live with like a little bit of HP, because then you actually get items. But if you don't live, then chances are your team's still going to win the fight. It's fine.
Well, we now have a big smoke-up play coming from LGD up on the top side of the map. They catch it. Looking for
he
the
was
initiation,
mid-skewer.
though. That was well played. They get the silence out afterwards, and even popping the exorcism for this one. Where do you go with this now for LGD?
This is so good for LGD, though. They caught them on a stall-out timing from Secret, right? Where it felt like they didn't really have a lot they could do other than that double support smoke. They do it, it works. And buying that much time and then another good smoke into their jungle and catching them not like fully grouped up as 5 means they get a few more kills, they stem it a little bit further, and the Blink Dagger's down on Shaker, right? Yeah. So now you're ready to just go forth and play some Dota, and Alchemist has the Radiance here too, I believe.
Well, you can see LGD, they bring Y and Faith Beyond down to try and maybe bait out this Alchemist, but instead, it's Secret that are making a counter move into the Dire jungle.
The Helm Creep
they weren't expecting it. They were not expecting this jump on Nothing to Say, and he is going to get caught out and punished hard. Good play by Secret.
I mean, that was just free. That was just a Helm Creep doing shenanigans, right? Running through the lanes and everything. Oh, and then he grabs the Alpha Wolf instead to go Roche. Beautiful stuff there. Well, it's a little sad to abandon that Hellbear after like literally getting them a free kill on the enemy.
He's in a better
mid.
place now, Trent. No, I think that again, it's like, you know, LGD was expecting that move down bottom, and Secret instead just makes sort of the preemptive move top, and they're going to get paid off handsomely with this Roche.
Helm is just such a creative item, so I've always loved it. You know, there's so many plays you can make.
Zai, definitely a creative player.
That's for sure. Creative in music taste as well.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
He has the most refined cultural music taste I've ever seen.
I don't know if you're memeing or not.
And clearly, you're just not aware. Sorry, you've just been exposed very heavily live on stream. I'm sorry. Look at this heat map for Zai.
Oh, my God.
Now that's graphics.
That is where he wants to be.
He hasn't even been bottom.
No, not one
It's like,
time.
nope. We're going top. I mean, this is what happens when you play Radiant, right? This is where your game tends to move to anyway. In the later game, the carry player, they're going to be bottom for a bit, then they come top.
Look at this, though.
Offlaners never leave.
LGD, they throw out a fissure. I wasn't sure if I guess they were trying to catch on to the creep here, but Zai showing himself. Matumba Man invis. I think that broke the smoke. That Helm Creep still sharking around this area. I mean, not all of LGD is here. If this turns into a fight, it's a 5v3 right now.
Ward.
Oh, Yapzor. Wait, but they found him. Nisha caught right at the start. Stun comes out. Is it going to be enough? They try and bring him down, but he gets the Yules off. RP completely whiffed, actually.
Why?
The blink, they broke it. Oh, Ame dropped down that acid spray. That was sick from LGD, and they end up making it work. Puppy caught on the wrong side of the fissure. 3 down for 1. Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you position 5 Clockwork.
It's so good.
What 5 could have done that? He ruined any chance of a counter initiation. The only other thing is like global silence. And, you know, of course this makes it a skill shot. It's a little bit harder. But this one's only on like a 60-second cooldown. And it just gets better and better as the game goes forward.
Was it the acid spray or the rocket flare that broke the blink? Either way. Oh, if Ame dies right now, though, that's pretty bad. Oh, man, they catch him out. Ame maybe in some trouble. Oh, they can't blink, though. Chasing in, wanting to get the finish, but the bait and Faith Beyond comes in to save the day and now punish Matumba Man. It was looking so good until it wasn't. As Secret gets caught out there, that is just the Aegis, though. Wait, can Secret turn this fight back around? There's a chance. Hookshot in, trying to salvage this one. In the moment, stolen hookshot. Nice. Now, wait, they leave wide to the side.
Yeah, they want something bigger.
They get him. Good tree toss afterwards, but almost able to catch on. Not to say, not quite. Ame's back into this one. Stunned now, onto 2. Tries to bring him down. Puppy also in trouble. Nisha falls. It went from good to bad to back again. And now in the end, LGD sitting on top with a 4K gold lead. What a wild ride.
I'm dead.
Oh, man. Okay, at least Yapzor, I guess, does escape with the hook shot. That is something that looks all right for Team Secret. But, yeah, this has really put the game back into the favor of LGD. Feeling a lot better about their situation after essentially just waiting the longest time for that one perfect fight. They get it. And yeah, this feels so bad, honestly, for Secret, right? Because you're like, oh, here's our comeback, right? Like, we lost that last fight, but we can get something huge back.
Back into it now. Able to get the Avatos, so they get a little bit of cleanup kill there onto Zincu. But yeah, showing the power of that armlet. Able to get that toggle off there before he went back down to the low ground. It's one of those items that has come back into favor quite heavily for Alk for good reason.
He's on the train, right? He's got his BKB now finished. We'll go right for the AC after. And that sort of speaks again to the idea of like the double style of damage that Secret have. A lot of heroes struggle versus that because it can be hard to itemize versus two different things, like needing Lincoln's and BKB, but Alk has no problem with those situations.
Hook shot stolen, turns now onto him. Yapsor might have gone a bit too deep. Icarus flying close to the sun and being punished. The Echo afterwards. Do they have follow-up? There's the lift up. Nisha just doesn't get to play Dota. Wait, the cogs didn't connect? Not sure what ended up happening there, but Nisha gets away by the skin of his teeth. And in the meantime, Matumba Man takes the tier 2 towers. So Secret, they force a skirmish, don't lose a lot, and end up getting a decent amount in return.
Yeah, Zai and Matsu playing a very interesting style together, and the way they've just been kind of like roaming around trying to get these picks, and obviously successfully at times, and Zai always bringing the helm, so they kind of have a third hero there in lost situations for some extra disable or just scouting ahead of them. Well, looks like they want a tower of their own in the bottom lane here, though.
Well, the game has been kind of going at what feels to be a blistering tempo so far. Not always what you would expect with the Alchemist.
This is so scary, though. TPing into these trees, like when they're attacking your tier 2. I can't believe Puppy even did that. That was very dangerous versus a Clockwork and an Earthshaker.
He's got the Bloodlust going now on the tower, as it slowly is going to be whittled away. Granted, this does still allow for the trade-off now of outposts. And interestingly enough, LGD, in spite of the last couple fights, it's all been on their side of the map, so they haven't even gotten the tier 1 tower mid. That is the one benefit that we're still seeing from Secret here. And again, it is an Alk draft, so this 5k net worth lead, you know, not as detrimental as it would normally feel at this point in the game. You were 5k up with a sort of...
Oh, and look, the combo, they're there together again.
That's huge.
Matu and Zai.
Wow, what a pickoff. And now Ame ends up getting stunned there. A good fissure afterwards, though. Matumba Man turned upon. Gets the Bloodlust. RP onto 2. It's looking pretty solid. Sonic Wave afterwards. Is it going to be enough? They bring him down. The Tiny starts to fall. A great counter initiation coming from Y. Ame down to such low HP. Turns now onto Zai. Able to bring him down, but dies to Nisha. This DD rune is exactly what he needed. Triple kill from the boy. He did it to him.
5 heroes down. Noble efforts there from the supports to try and salvage that fight, but I mean, you initiated an engagement without your mid hero, right? That's what it came down to. Trying to punish the fact that they killed Nothing to Say, but there's gonna be a big old 0 in terms of damage contribution from your Death Prophet here, and yeah, there you go, instant pick. And Ame, very bold, was really trying to get there in time to save the DP. Then he's like, oh, I got allies around, this is totally worth it, but beautiful RP there from Zai to set up for the Sonic Wave.
Absolutely wrecking. Yeah, and again, it's just these little... There's so much damage so quickly amongst all of these heroes. So, like, if anybody gets isolated, they just die. And imagine there if Zai was able to sort of survive.
Everyone's just, like, dropping at the end of the fight,
exactly.
You know? This is the good Dota. Oh, Nothing to Say. Doesn't want to drop again here, though, after the Silver Edge hit from Matu, so we'll back up.
Again, 31 kills in 21 minutes. It has been a barn burner indeed. BKB is now done, so... That pumps the brakes a little bit on the fun, I feel like, with these items a little bit. It starts to become a little bit less chaotic, but at the same time, Nisha can now play that much more freely. Although, to be fair, he's kind of been playing like a psycho the entire time anyways, which is what you love to see. Oh, and Puppy, he gets the shard up in time. So we've got this Fire Shield now, which, again, for anybody that hasn't seen this yet, this item, at least in my opinion, has really been one of the things that's allowed Ogre to sort of rise again in a little bit of prominence, and why likely just going to go down with the Orchid Reveal.
Those hits.
That was rough. So this lead that was built up by LGD, bitten into by Secret, as they pull this back again, and now just down to a 2k gold lead. Secret are looking good.
AC delivered to Ame, and currently considering a heart and maybe the overwhelming blink. So, you know, you talk about burst damage and everything. He's trying to get over that hump.
Right.
Just like all that burst is there. What is the actual sustained damage from Secret? And It is relatively low, I would say. It is mostly a burst-heavy sort of lineup, right? You're going to have your overpower, but the most sustained damage is probably going to be Matu. Sorry, your Empower. It'll be like Matu, Empowered, and Bloodlusted.
Ooh. Smoke on smoke. Puppey the one to break it. That's not a bad one to start. Faith Beyond blinks away, but they catch Yapzor. Able to isolate him. Hook shot afterwards. Catches down one. There's no Skywrath in this fight. Matumba Man also contained in the Cog. Nothing to say. Down low, not dead, but eventually will fall. So 2 are gone. Matumba Man trying to clean up, but the big bad dunk comes in from Faith Beyond. What a play! The triple kill from Ame as they eviscerate him in Xingqiu, appreciating greatness.
He's just in the stands. He's the only one in the stadium. He died. He ran out. He's waving, clapping, and cheering. The 3 hero Echo Slam into the 2 Fisher on the end there, too. So ensuring 0 chance. And yeah, the chat goes wild here for that one.
Oh, my God. It was looking so bad for them. That fight should have been awful. And then Faith Beyond's like, you want to walk up that hill? Okay, come on. Go on up there. Oh, man. Look at this one. As, again, they jump on in there.
Yeah, this doesn't look very good. No, this seems like a bit of a problem. Yeah, it was really interesting how the fight actually broke down between, like, Nothing to Say's over here, and he's kind of isolated. Matu's isolated as he sort of caught Faith Beyond, right? Faith Beyond had to back way up because the start of the fight went poorly for him. Good thing he stuck around. That is for sure.
And like they're even pulling in the small camp of creeps that gets the extra echo damage out there also. Unbelievable. Back and forth we go this game. Just when you think that it's going to start to pull away from one of the teams, they swing it back around and something else happens.
You know, you think of like, this is like the world's worst boxers. You know, it's like really finesse, like dodge, dip, back and forth. This is just like giant haymaker, back and forth, like taking turns. It's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots or something here.
Go. Rocky Balboa, Apollo Creed. It's back again. God, nobody.
I know.
A boomer.
Yeah, yes.
That's terrible.
Bad.
I'm sorry, Chad.
Dude, I said Rock'em Sock'em Robots. No way. I don't think they know what that is. They're like,
God.
You mean hungry hippo?
Yeah.
I know that one.
What are you talking about?
That's Ame. He's the hungry hippo. Because every time I look at him, he's just going from camp to camp, munching them all up there, and approaching that heart.
That could be one of those things that makes the difference. But to be honest, you still just have so much burst damage. Queen of Pain does feel like one of those weird heroes, though, where, like, for a while she just feels so incredibly strong, and then eventually it's like, oh, well, what happens? Going for the Shiva's Guard, like it a lot, the regen reduction that you're going to get out of that, and a little bit extra burst, but I wonder if this heart is going to be too much for Secret to deal with.
Well, that's the issue, right? It's the reason why Queen of Pain feels like that sometimes is it comes down to your itemization, right? It's like, do you go an AC build, or do you go more like a Shiva's build? And the Shivas is the kind of stuff that might like slow you down a little bit. However, in this situation, it is an Alchemist, so you're going to get some benefits, right, with the idea of just like slowing down that regen. So it's a much better item in this case, even if you want the sustained damage, just because you're reducing that regen that the Alch needs, especially when you're doubling up with it with the heart.
Not bad, not bad at all. So where do we go from here now? After that last punch in the face, LGD, the one that is on top by about 5k gold. Roche, available if any team wins a fight nearby the pit. But I don't think anybody feels comfortable just going in there. And look at this little kobold running around, scouting things out. This is the thing, right? You never know if there's like a mag and a smoke right behind that one.
Yep. Potentially with a horn toss pretty soon here. I was wondering when Zai was going to go for it, because it feels like it really fits the way he likes to play. You know, he's got the creativity. Horn toss is just another tool in the kit there. It's like he's baiting. He's like stutter stepping this kobold.
Oh yeah, they also caught an ignite afterwards, trying to bait this Queen of Pain illusion. But I think LGD know what's going on right now, and they're not going to fall for it. Secret sit up on this high ground. And again, having this mid-tier 1 tower still alive at this 26-minute point in the game, it's so valuable from Secret. It's like this sort of just this impenetrable wall.
All right, so Y is making a huge call here. He circled that ward because he thinks that this is my train of thought. I believe that Y believes that Secret have a ward, or sorry, that Secret know that LGD have a ward on that high ground because they knew that it was an illusion.
Okay.
That's their giant brain. So he wants to come and camp this because he thinks they're going to come over and D-ward.
Okay, so
and he like circled it and was like, they're going to come over here, guys.
That makes sense. And that's the big question
They
mark.
didn't run over there.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, Dota so often is just those, like, small micro things that could happen. And
yeah, but then you make that call and
exactly,
it works,
then
and
you win.
You're a genius.
So where are we at? This is going to be Shiva's Guard done. Oh, the Clockwork Flare is always so good. But it's just this sort of stare down across the river, looking for Roche. And it does look like we're starting to get in towards some Aghanim Scepters here as well in a little bit. A Blast Rig for Faith.
All right, so now you can mess around in the Roche Pit, right? Because you have the heart. There's not a huge punish here, you know. He's going to be like full HP. It's fine. Just sitting, not ulting, hanging out.
And it's going down pretty quickly. Oh, Secret. Hook shot in. They find Matumba Man. Able to catch him in the cogs. Have to be careful. But Nisha jumps the back line. Able to find one, but the invis, it's there. They get the isolation, though. It's some trouble. Onto 2. Trying to bring him down. Ame down to half HP, but he's walking away. Matumba Man trying to go for that chase down. Faith Beyond the isolation and chase with the echo. They blow up Nisha. No buyback for him. Ame still lives through this, but eventually will be brought down. He has buyback, but you use it right now.
Can't do it. There's no death profit.
Oh, man. What a win for Secret there. I mean, they lose Nisha, but that was able to isolate the rest of LGD into death position.
Matu has no concerns about sustained damage. Like Bloodlust and Empower, he just stands, he's just swinging this tree, clubbing them down. The 2 heroes were also clumped up there from LGD, so he's getting maximum value on every single swing. And I think this is a safe Roche attempt here. I don't know what the angle is to make this. I'm sure Y's going to try something.
Oh, and you can see right here again, they're going to go for that hook shot in. Actually, maybe going to go for the fight, but the replay of the battle here, it was set up by Zai. You know, this mag that we've been seeing becomes so important in these ones as well. Jumping back in the base. They caught him, blows up, down and dead. Faith Beyond ends up paying for it, but they kill him off.
All right, I'll take that 1 for 1. A little shocked it worked, to be honest, but I was hoping to maybe mess up with the Roshing there.
They dropped just an Ag Shard on the ground. Hopefully somebody comes and picks. Guys, hello? Somebody, go get it. That's an important item there. Yeah, it's one thing to leave it in the Roche Pit. It's another just to leave it on your high ground in front of the tier 1.
Actually already has his too, so. Yeah, and so does Puppy.
I guess Nisha? That's a pretty good one.
He's actually the only one. Zai bought his too.
Wow.
How often does that happen? Second Roche, there's like only one person who can even take it?
Not super often, has to be said. So 30-minute mark now, and the game still very close. And, you know, this 2K gold lead, I feel like Matumba Man is starting to get into the very scary territory where he can actually go toe-to-toe with the Alk. DD rune picked up by Nisha.
Yeah, Nisha still not going to have a solution, though, if that happens again with Xingqiu, right? Just, like, blinking in there and, like, not having anything to deal with the invis.
Smoking to the Aegis. The big wraparound. They're just trying to get the tier 1 here, maybe? I mean, Secret has
follow the couriers. Follow the little breadcrumbs.
Oh, they're gonna be under vision, though. They see all of this. Yeah, Secret sees everybody. Oh no. Oh, this could be bad for LGD. They got to get out of there. Take down the vision to start. Now the Avalanche catches onto Xingqiu. Sure, trying to back away. A little bit awkward. Good stun afterwards with that shard, but the toss back onto the creep, in fact. And Ame's going to stun himself. Oh my god, Matumba Man, what a play there with the hook shot in, trying to keep Ame alive and from dropping too low. Matumba Man in trouble, but the Cogs push back, almost gets into the low ground, but he's able to get away. Sonic Wave on the other side. Nisha now isolated, silence, no answer, dead. They take down another. But where else can they find action?
Oh, he couldn't get him!
Oh, he gets vision off! There's the stun, and now the Sentry Ward dropped down. Can they chase him? Wait, no, he's invis still. And the Link he ends up catching.
He gets it,
Matumba Man comes in there and finds another kill. Wait, they can't get him. He's on the wrong side of the fissure. Throws out the stun.
What is happening?
Matumba Man living. How can they get him alive? Oh my god, they bring him down once. Where's the rest of the team? They have to walk back out with the Clockwork. He's not with the rest of the team yet. Ame trying to live, gets the ulti off, down to low HP. Matumba Man needs a couple more swipes to do it, but the turn and the BKB, they don't have the control side, pulls him to the other side. Faith Beyond trying to salvage this. Everybody is alive on such low HP, but they jump in, and the Echo afterwards. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. The Absor trying to salvage this Zai now, pulls him away, but there's no more damage left from LGD. Secret, can they find any cleanup kills? Yo, what is happening?
These fights are unbelievable.
freaking believable. Wise gonna get caught right there. Another skewer, and now the pullback. Nothing to say. Trying to walk out of there. Secret somehow, some way. We know the fear. Oh my God, dude! The Death Prophet. Unbelievable. Spirit Siphon ends up getting him with the shard, and now they walk back in, and Zai able to live again. Dude, how long has this fight been happening? Zai ends up dying to Q. What in the world did we just watch?
I don't know who won this fight, guys. I'm going to be real. All right, I'm just going to level with you.
I don't even know any. I mean, Secret in the end, 3K gold up. They end up. I feel like this is still a win for them. It's got to be. What an unbelievable series of events. And in the end, you know, we've still got a while now until Roche is going to respawn.
Yeah, that's really what just happened, is that Roche is now gone, and they didn't lose any objectives. So, like, oh, what is the replay?
The game's going to be over by the time the replay's done.
So this was a key moment, because this is when, like, Matu's, like, almost certainly going to go down, right? And it's like, what's happening after the Aegis? He gets a nice pick onto Q.
Oh, yeah.
This gets all weird. I don't even know who's Force Staff. I think this is Puppy's Force Staff. And then Zai comes over. Like, if you look to the left on the minimap, like, Zai was coming through. And that was the big play, because he was waiting for the respawn. And then Faith Beyond hides right down under those trees just to the south of where Ame is right now. He waited so long for that Echo Slam.
And during this entire series event, the entire replay, look on the mini-map, the clockwork is running this entire time. He's been running the whole moment and finally gets back in at the last second to try and turn this fight back around.
Actually steals the Echo so late, too.
Unbelievable. Dude, Yapzor, what a god.
All right.
How often is stolen Echo the play? You know?
Yeah.
How many instances is that actually good? Because you don't get the aftershock. Like,
still felt good there, that's for sure.
It's what they needed. What a player. What a game. What a series. This is the type of Dota we've been waiting 2 years for.
Yeah, that is for sure. And, well, Ame just keeps, you know, every fight he comes with something new to show off. And this time it's the overwhelming blink that gets completed there. That is 4,280 HP, even with the armlet off.
I literally have no idea who's going to end up coming out on top in this next one. It feels like it's entirely upon. So there's.
I feel like it's.
Oh God! Oh wait a minute! Wait, he missed it. The horn toss didn't connect. Oh, careful! Oh, Zai, you make one bad play, but Yapzor able to pull him away, and Puppy going to be the lone one left behind to die.
I don't think they can kill Ame without Matu.
Wait a minute though. Tumble Man. Any way to get him out of there? No. Hey,
the block.
That was close.
He even had to spend his eggs for that, too.
Just like that. We're again back in sort of holding formation while we wait for Roche. But, I mean, where are the wards even at right now? Secret have a good one that's over in the Dire side. And able to drop down another. There's the horn toss play that they needed. Able to catch. Faith Beyond looking for the jump. Stolen. Fissure. Sonic Wave afterwards. Zai lives. Nothing to say, dies.
That was a great jump, because they saw Ame on this really deep ward that they have in the top jungle. So they knew that he was up there and wasn't going to be available for a potential fight.
And again, the slaughter continues in this one, dropping down that ward right before the fight ended up happening too, which allows Yapzor to now come into this next one with a fissure. They'll place one on the side of LGD up on this high ground to get ready for that next Roche fight, which we know is going to be coming in a little while here. Most likely the next objective. It still is crazy that Secret's been able to hold this tier 1 tower.
I think Nisha's game is kind of hard at this point, too.
Okay.
Just thinking about building into a Kaya and Sanj, and it's just like, how much does that change in these fights, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're thinking about, like, the scythes and stuff, but it doesn't feel like that's going to be enough. Just trying to live and keep a consistent damage output happening, because it's a bit difficult for them right now. Oh, they want Ame, though. Again, the big hero. They want the heroes in behind.
Looking for it. Matumba Man gets Faith Beyond. No counter initiation play to come. But will they be able to do anything here? Oh, the refresh. Why? Pushes him back yet again. Zai horn toss. But there's the Ghost Scepter keeping him alive a little bit longer on that Sky, but not long enough. Matumba Man going toe-to-toe with Ame. Has to back out of there. Has the stun in just a moment. Throws it out. Able to connect onto Nisha. But they're down one person right now on LGD. Oh, but the throw in!
Forward.
Dude! Yapzor is so good at Dota.
Matu knows. He's a great idea on these fights. Just, like, kill everyone else.
Yes.
Right? Leave Ame alone. kill all the other heroes, and then hopefully we'll be 5v1. That is the ideal situation, because everything is on Ame right now.
And again, this goes back to what you were talking about in the draft, this idea that they have of just, you know, they took this Earthshaker and Secret are like, we're going to pick this Rubik. And it feels like since YapzOr's gotten his items, the last couple of minutes and all of the mobility, he's been the one that's turning around these fights and making the plays for Secret. Constantly able to find the initiation, jump in, Ame wants to beat away, but the fissure's there. X marks the spot where Matumba Man's stunned. But meanwhile, they pull him back in on the other side of the fissure's RP. Every single thing dropped on Ame's head, and they take him down.
I think he started somewhere near the tier 3 there. You know, there's a lot of mobility happening right now to this poor Alchemist.
Tiny's still just so good. And this Ogre Shard, everything working in favor for him. They get the lift up afterwards. Matumba Man says, you want to fight? Get on in this one. They take down that Clockwork. Able to control the Matumba Man, though. Oh, but again, the Force Staff, the double Force Staff. And then they got the lift afterwards in case they need it. Nothing to say. The chase down, Psy. Way up in there. Silence jumps out again and able to TP out.
No,
Whoa,
the ghost.
Beyond says no. You can't do that one. Skewer to the low ground. What kind of initiation is that? The ultimate bait to pull him out of the base. Nothing to say. Wants to chase some more. They don't even have Nisha with them right now. Oh, did nothing to say. Overextend. Matu right on top of him. Now the turn. Atos, good chunk of damage. The follow-up, it's there. They blow him up. Just when you think they're out, they pull him back in. They take down Matu, dead for 90 seconds.
Wow. That was 2,400 damage just from Sky. No Agnums or anything. Just pure Sky Wrath Mage and that level 20 talent. The bonus reduction.
Unbelievable. And now Roche has spawned again.
That actually made the buyback on the Alchemist feel worth it, despite losing so much.
And I mean, you can see that there's a broad spectrum of damage from LGD. Right now from Secret, it's all Tiny. So when he's dead, like this game opens up for LGD. They have 60 seconds to really, you know, place their claim on the map.
And again, you see the Flare coming into the Roche Pit from the Clockwork, value from the 5. Zai has to supplement that for his own team using the Helm Creep. He's setting this in there, doing a lot of scouting with this throughout the game. So they will at least know if LGD going the pit, but I don't know if they can actually contest it.
Again, just the absolute mayhem that this game has been as we get the Chemical Rage. Movement speed,
oh, Poppy. Look at this positioning. He wants to pop the smoke on the vision of the creep, but they go too far wide.
YapzOr up on the high ground. Ooh, gets away, jump in though, they find one.
YapzOr, he's getting hook shot.
Oh,
the toss over!
They chase down, looking for a way out, but it's not gonna happen. And they actually managed to get out of there with Puppy as well. Okay. So with that, you're gonna see Puppy retreat. Do they dare go into Roche and try and clean this one up?
Beautiful delay. I mean, that's all you can ask for, right?
Yeah.
You get Matu back alive, they didn't get Roche. The Radiant even wondering, did they do it? You know, are they in there right now?
Well, just like that, they pull it back together and getting the next tier of neutral items online. You were talking about the scythe that Nisha could have gone for, decides to pick that one up instead of finishing the Kaya Yasha.
I like that a lot.
Or Kaya
I think it's just like, what is the Kaya going to do? You know, I think he was probably just considering, like, if he had to buy it and still hold buyback, that he didn't want to lose a bunch of gold. So now you have something big here. And this is actually like an answer. Like, there's no Aeondiscs or anything. He can just, like, go for Xingqiu or something.
Right, but we do see this, the Ascetics cap for both teams on Nisha as well as for Xingqiu. So, again,
don't need an Aeondisc.
Yeah, well, I mean, it can still help, if we're going to be honest. But, yeah. What could be the last fight here. I mean, maybe not, to be honest. The way these games have been going, it's just so psychotic. But we're what now? Almost 60 kills within 41 minutes.
Some good Dota.
Looking for an opening now. Secret. Matumba Man. With the Moon Shard done, he hits rather quickly. He can take people down in an instant. Does he want to go in, though?
Look at Wise, especially with that sentry there. Oh, now, of course, as a clock, where you do give yourself away here, Matu knows he's there.
Ooh, the initiation again from Rubik. Dude, the shard, it was meant to be good, but now they don't have it for the save. Why? Jumps out the other side. There's the catch, though, from Zion to both the cores. Can they bring him down? They need to find this kill onto Ame. Looking for it. Nisha, in the meantime, takes down the clockwork. And look at the silence on a Faith Beyond. He can't do anything. Has to pop the BKB. Tries to run away, but this is not good enough from LGD. Faith Beyond barely able to get the escape, but this at the very least is Roach and maybe more. Good Yule Scepter. Nothing to say. Probably salvaged the game right there. But nonetheless, this is still a huge loss for LGD, and what a great initiation from Secret.
Man, they are really pulling out all the tricks. But between their heroes, right, they have so many different ways that they can use their mobility to get in these fights and just create an advantageous situation. It feels like LGD have to start every fight with some sort of a counter initiation play that just feels like you're trying to hold, you know? They're not getting any sort of like, oh, this is say a good turning moment right now. Part of that is just Matu's damage. I mean,
are they just looking to try and finish this one off? I mean, you're so
There's no Alchemist, dude. They, you know.
Oh my God, and that's so much of their damage. Granted, I mean, they need a huge hold here from the rest of the heroes. Able to not give up that fissure from
their only hope is Matu, no BKB, and Skywrath Mage, right? See, it's the only way they can kill him, but the BKB's back now.
It's just so much damage. It's so difficult. They need a full chain stun from him.
Yep.
There is still a tier 2 tower in this bottom lane. And it looks like that's going to be enough to stop the Mega Creeps. Now Secret back away, go to try and clean up Roche. And that last fight has completely opened things up for Secret here. Like you're talking about, so much mobility. I think this is the best Ag Shard Rubik game I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see use that offensively very often. He's had some very good saves as well with it so far. I'm kind of curious who gets his Aghanim. Oh, we're giving it to Tiny. Let's go. Oh, no, we're not. Just Queen of Pain, then?
Oh, give it to Yapsor. There it is.
Ah, let's go. The crowd likes that. They love eggs on Rubik.
Maybe one last series of wild rides coming out here. And, oh, we've got a refresher on Zai. All the stops are coming out. LGD are going to have to play their hearts out here if they want to hold from a 27,000 gold deficit. Nothing to say. Doing some dance moves to get ready for an exorcism. But this is where they want to stake their claim. This is where they want to hold the high ground.
Octarine, Ags, Rubik. That's insane. Ags is on Rubik's one of the best feeling ones for support players, right? Like 1.5 seconds on the spell seal with the Octarine is unbelievable. He just gets every spell that he wants.
Q drops it down, trying to force that BKB, but the save again.
It's so good versus Sky, and the specific only way we kill them, right? Like,
yeah.
How do you actually stop him from being saved like that? There's no way to do it.
No. I mean, it's just going to be there no matter what. 97% win probability.
That's generous.
LGD, I mean, it's going to take everything.
Wow, they really believe in LGD.
Apparently.
That's what I'd say.
But a biased coordinator. 26K. There's the control fissure.
What's going on with Matu's eye? Oh, I see. He's got the Swift Blade coming in.
Who needs boots?
No. Unnecessary.
It's literally cosplaying a rock.
I like how he just doesn't eat the moon shard. He's like, no, that is so not worth it. I concur.
Control again. Where's the save? Okay, force staff afterwards. Oh, and there's the toss in. Zinq down low, taking a lot of damage. Matumba Man almost able to kill him, but not quite. Zinq lives. The dunk comes out from Faith Beyond, but it's not enough. They don't have the control that they need. Can they kill him off? Matumba Man gonna go down once. Can they do it again? Sai with a big pullback. It's so much damage out there, but the Aeon Disc, he assembles it. Oh, really well played by Nothing to Say. That keeps him alive, so that's Aegis down.
They did miss the hook shot, though, for a potential chance there to maybe get a good fight started. But Zinq wasn't really close enough either, went all the way back to the fountain. So.
Right. I mean, that's as good of a first hold as you're going to get.
So there was cheese was spent.
They still have one more on Nisha.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think that was the only one, actually. No, because the second Roche no more. But yeah, it's Aegis down, and still that Aghanims for the Rubik. What's the plan for Secret? I guess that with this DD, do they just go?
they eventually just walk forward and win, I think, at this point. Even without the Aegis, like they must feel like they're so strong at the moment. Everyone has buybacks but Matu as well, so we might see some returns to the fight here if things go a little bit poorly on the high ground.
Always a little bit scary. Just go high grounds. We've seen more than a few games that are, less than 1% chance and been able to pull it back because of some poor high ground decision making. Secret obviously been in that position before themselves. Try and take this as slow as possible as long as it's in a safe way. But DD out, ready to go. Tumba Man, do you dare? Got all the save in the world right in front of him. Jumps forward.
He just goes. Wants the Swift Blink on this tower. They do dispel it. That's pretty nice.
That's good. Control out there, down to about half HP, finding one. That's a good one to get. Y goes down, no buyback. 60 seconds.
That was pretty clever. He like made a lot of chaos right next to the Rubik, which was delaying the save, right? You saw Matsu was actually taking quite a bit of damage for a little bit there.
There's so much from the other ones. 4 staff, everything else. Another round, fissure. No way. Dude, the blink and the pullback. So much.
Dude, how was that real?
Oh, nicely played. Nothing to say. Aeon Disc, though. The horn toss afterwards, doing everything they can to try and keep this DP alive. Nisha blacks away afterwards. Control out from Faith Beyond. Zinq back in it. But now with an Exorcism down, the constant go-in that we're seeing from Secret.
A little bit relentless here, though.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going back. I mean, they don't have to worry about any of their waves, obviously. Just looking for another opportunity to jump in. Slowly, I say slowly destroying the racks. You know,
Lift up, pull away.
it takes a lot of blinkins, but once he starts swinging, there's not much stopping him. Almost 3-shot it.
That was an Aghanim spot for the Alchemist, too. So I'm not sure who he gives that one to.
I feel like maybe Shaker. Oh, no, Sky. Zinq for sure. He's trying to abuse the fact that there's no BKB, right? You try and burn the BKB and go for the double.
Seems reasonable. Yeah, if they can get that, that's a ton of damage. Like, if 2 heroes get caught and you're able to get that Mystic Flare down.
It would not be wise to go high ground without Matu's BKB. That is how you wind up with a massive comeback, right? So, Secret discussing that. They will finally just say, you know, they hung around just in case LGD actually left the base. Oh, no, Matu. No, it's coming back,
He has his BKB
right?
back.
We're good.
So they're going to go back in for another round of this one. Try and take down. Not going for the range tracks. Slowly and steadily going to whittle down the melee instead.
Just mixing them up. We'll never see this one coming.
What's the range on that telekinesis? It just looks insane how far away he can cast it from.
It's massive, yeah. Some big stuff.
God, they have to find Yapzor, but he's just staying constantly smoked up behind.
Zinq smoked up. Ame. Y as well. They're looking for good angles here.
This is what they need. This is their moment. The pullback in, nothing to say. Down low HP, Aeon Disc out, but the catch now onto the Rubik, trying to bring him down. Yapzor dead. Buys back immediately. Why? Push back onto Puppey. Is it going to be good enough? They pull him back in. Zai tries to get the RP off. It is going to connect onto one. Nothing to say. Still living through this, but with the 2 supports dead, and now the silence onto Faith Beyond, it's so hard for all of LGD to fight. The stun is going to come out eventually from Ame, but they just don't have what it takes. A buyback from Faith Beyond. Nothing to say. Down very low. He too will eventually die. A big echo out, but is it enough? Nisha trying to bring him down. He gets the blink out, though. The silence off to the side. Nisha running away. GG is going to be called, and Secret going to take game number 1. This one was beautiful. That was a classic.
Yeah, there were certainly some unbelievable fights that shall be remembered, but it felt like a lot of this game was just like LG. Oh, wait. Incoming report.
Yes.
SG Esports victory with Tinker.
So they have played a Tinker as well.
A 53-minute game versus Fnatic.
Wow.
They took the victory.
Interesting.
Wow.
Spoilers.
That is, all right, my bad. But, you know.
That's fine.
Spoilers were not enabled. I didn't see the button clicked. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Immediate smoke out right there as well as we get ready. A massive amount of tips going on right now. LGD tipping Yapzor and giving some tips back to Zinq. Love to see it. Have fun, have fun.
I'm dead.
So we do have the double smokes out right now, heading in towards the mid lane. Will they run into everybody as we have some more cheers coming in? Oh, the crowd's going wild. They're ready for the action. And Nisha, Nisha, look out, buddy. You came to the wrong neighborhood. He's going to get beaten down to death. The crowd appreciating that. Zinq going to draw first blood. Definitely not the way that you want that one to start. Would have loved to be able to give that, I think, over to the Tinker for the first blood, but Zinq will use that extra bit of gold to get off to a hot start.
Now here is something interesting, though.
What's that?
That we're on the same sides again, aren't we?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, interesting. So we were discussing yesterday, at least, for our games, it has been always someone favoring Radiant and someone favoring second pick, right?
Hold that thought for a second now, as favoring one of these two sides, Ame is actually going to be able to force him back. And this is going to turn into a stun, and LGD get 2. Puppy also in some trouble, moving over to the side, nothing to say, gets him brought down. So finding 2 quick kills out of the gate is LGD. They're not messing around this time.
All right, well, Dire Side gives them 2 kills again here. So they're, yeah, apparently either they were happy to stay with that side. That's very interesting. So it's the first time this has happened.
The other thing that's interesting here also, 3 bounty runes, 2 kills. LGD is, yeah, definitely getting what they want. And this is going to be a double wave here. Nisha able to pull this one back. So nothing to say. Already trying to pull the creep wave back underneath this tower before the double wave comes in.
I will say overall, I feel pretty good about the Team Secret lineup. You know, obviously it's easy to say when they just won the first game, but I don't think this Tinker is like a massive gotcha. You know, it's not like they're like lacking a lot of stuns or disables or anything. They have some tools that are very scary, like a potential Doom. You know, Tinker has been pretty frustrating lately because of the addition of the Defense Matrix as a basic skill. Doom don't care.
Yes.
You know, you get caught by Doom, you get War Stomped, you get Doomed, fight's over.
Now, there is some interesting things that go on there with the status resistance and the Doom.
Yes, that is true. Does care about that, I suppose.
Right.
Well, let's say that's maxed out and it's 50%. That means you only get half the Doom duration, but of course you still take the full damage.
Right.
That's still 8 seconds of Doom, though.
It is. Nothing to say.
And that's 60 pure damage pretty fast.
I believe that's the thing also, the dynamic stuff, but keep our eyes on that as the game goes on here. Zai, doesn't look like he got that Culling Blade off the time, but got his Tango going very quickly, and Y taking a good chunk of damage. But Tumbleman actually, a little bit of trouble. Faithbeyond and ZQ pairing together for the harassment. And up top also, Y being brought down fairly low. So both offlaners beaten down on the safe lane heroes.
You gonna make me tell the people?
Oh, I'm leaving it out there if you want to.
All right, press 1 if you want an explanation of status resistance and dynamic status resistance. Now, I'll let you guys know in on a secret. I can't actually see chat.
There it is.
I'm just going to assume that the first person said 1, and there are about 82s.
Yes.
But I'll tell you anyway. So some spells with status resistance, basically putting the status resistance on will actually update the spell. Now, a lot of times you get stunned. Let's say you get Defense Matrix. It doesn't actually make the stun end any sooner because you didn't have it on when you were initially stunned. Some stuns or abilities dynamically update. Doom is one of those. It makes sense. Many of the spells are ones that, you know, do damage over time in addition to some sort of a disable. You can find them on the wiki. So what it means is that there is actually some concerns if, like, Zai dooms someone and then we were to have the Defense Matrix come out from nothing to say onto one of his allies, there's a chance he could actually kill them doing that by them taking the damage faster because of the dynamic update of the stats resistance, yada, yada, yada. So you guys can figure that out and make your cool little clips about it, but there you go.
Just so everybody knows what to watch for in this game, that is one of the things with Defense Matrix. It's a little bit funky. But nonetheless, we have a normal game of Dota 2 to go on, with the exception of that fun stuff. And so far, Secret coming out slightly ahead in all 3 of the lanes. Not anything to write home about. Really, it's just that Wraith King that's getting a little bit of extra pressure down there.
The main thing that makes it so interesting, though, is that because it means that you can actually, like, end a Doom faster, even though, like, Zai caught them first.
Exactly.
Which is pretty cool. So in most situations, it's going to be a good thing for the Tinker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, you can just take half the distance duration off of it.
Yeah, one of your buddies who gets doomed. It's good.
Nisha gonna X himself.
Oh, down bottom. There's the combo.
Is it enough, though? Puppy down low, lots of minus armor. That was the squishiest looking ogre we've seen in a while.
This combo.
It's so
It just makes sense.
He has a medallion already.
Yeah, you just rush it instantly. You have the minus armor together. Like, what are they doing right now? It's level 1 minus 3 from the Tide. Then you get yourself a medallion, so you're already down to 8 minus armor, and then you throw on top the little shredder.
It's so strong.
And look at the range that you can just harass and assault with it, too.
Well, and this is the power of that first blood that we saw. XinQ getting it this early means that this bottom lane is just going to be really difficult to deal with. Now, granted, they're still doing well in terms of the last hits, but this is the type of thing that could start to snowball if Secret are not careful. It's a creep.
Yeah. That's a little annoying. There you go. That's okay. Just grab a heartbeat. That is a great hero to get, though.
Why? Throw out the chain lightning. Punches down. Comes in.
Oh, that fairy fire.
Oh,
not enough.
And they head out of there and down pot him again. They find a kill on Matumba Man. So I mean, this is what we were talking about. Like, you know, the CS looking good, but the power of that medallion early, it's dangerous. And Nisha finds the X on a nothing to say. Gonna drop that boat. Oh, the mischance meant that he couldn't get the Tidebringer hit off. And now Nisha thinking about dumping it under the tower. They're actually gonna bring in this Chen. Gets multiple denies. Oh, and the torrent! Chase down, looking for the finish. They get the stun off from the Yapzor land. Gets the kill. Yapzor will end up falling. But Y is the only one that gets the benefit from that one pretty much. And just like that, a nice kill onto the Tinker.
Wow. I mean, it was just like, he's like, all right, well, he's obviously hiding the trees, waiting for this bottle handoff, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like he's going to try and fill them and then give them the bottle. They want the value. Massive punish because of that. And now Y, it's like, oh, well, I guess I'm the mid now. I have the bottle. I'm hitting creeps.
True.
And, well, he'll get a fresh one. Imagine if he got torn again and that bottle like was empty or something somehow. That would have been so sick.
Oh, that would have been amazing. Nisha, very strong, and they are bringing in this Chen creep.
Oh, I hate this. This is so good. Hate as the mid laner. I
Oh.
love this as a support player.
Oh, if they can make something happen, he's too strong. Yeah, nothing to say with the full mana pool.
He's chasing. He's zapping.
Oh, Nisha.
He's got the creeps, though.
Yeah, too deadly. And nothing to say. I mean, this Harpy literally just salvaged that. That could have been so much worse. Look at the damage on Matumba Man. Xingqiu on a killing spree. Level 5 at 6 minutes.
Yeah.
On a Snapfire.
And Puppy's like, oh, I got the bounty, guys. You know, 'cause he can't really do anything. And
No.
if you as Ogre can't contest the offlane like this, that's a massive problem. You know, we had an Ogre in one of our previous matches where he kept dying.
Yeah.
Just kept like running into them the whole time. But it was good because his carry was still farming.
I mean, it was one of those things where we said at the moment, like, oh, it makes sense. You know, nothing to say would love to have gotten that hit, but look at this damage. Oh
he
my
actually
God.
just melts.
Dude, this is Xingqiu's game. Like, literally, he's going to win this for him if they're not careful. Like, I don't know what you do as Secret at this point, but this Snapfire is out of control.
How rich is he now? He's actually the same as the Clinks.
Yeah. But more than that, it's going to be the levels here, too, right?
Of course,
that
yeah.
level 6.
Dude, he's almost 6.
It's crazy.
What?
All right, this is the play. They have to make this move. So Faithbeyond is going to get punished. And Nisha able to find him with the X. The boat comes out. This is the hero that's really having a good time for Secret. So Nisha very much needing to make those movements.
Extra spicy that's Kunkka killing the Tide as well. So that's
yeah.
bonus morale points for the team because you get the good voice lines.
Look at Nisha smiling there in that little photo in the bottom. So pretty. It's good stuff.
And meanwhile, you know who's really happy is Yapzor because he came back mid and grabbed this whole wave.
Though. Oh, Zai. Bring around the Rosie, looking for the stun. Not able to get it, but eventually they bring in the creeps. And LGD. Everywhere Xingqiu goes, death follows.
It's level 6. You know, Y is 5.5 at 8 minutes too. These supports are huge right now.
The slow beatdown. This is a really nice thing. It extends the duration of the minus armor when you do that with the little shredder. And then, of course, going for the medallion on the creeps that are getting hit by the tower. There's so much pushing potential. X, though, on to nothing to say. This guy pops the haste rune, and that's going to keep him alive, able to get out of range of that torrent.
8-minute tower.
Yes, from LGD. I was so wrong about the freaking Xingqiu getting that first blood. It's completely changed this game, and LGD are dominating because of it.
And they don't have a triangle anymore.
No.
On Secret. It's gone. It has been taken away by Ame and friends. And it's a lot of friends. If you look over, they got 2 heroes with them. They got 3 creeps, and they're running now at your mid tower because they want this one too.
How do you stop this? Like, I don't know.
Oh,
Cookie out.
we know it's not Ogre.
Oh my God. The combo of the Chen and everything else. Puppy in some trouble. Gonna have the Mortimer's Kisses out if they want to use it. Puppy ends up dropping. The kisses are coming. Nisha's in trouble, trying to get close. Give him a hug, why don't ya? As 3 fall, they do lose the Chen. But the slow and steady beatdown that we're seeing on these buildings, on the heroes.
Oh, can I get another one of these Wraith King kicks on that tower, please?
That is good stuff.
That's a quality animation.
Now, they don't have the Chen with them, which means the mech isn't here yet. But still, the...
Oh, look at him just punt these creeps.
He's doing it. tower
It's
going
gone.
to fall.
Oh, what a swarm here.
It's too quick. Like, the pressure that's coming on. Zai, he has to be the one to stand his ground in front of all of them.
They know he has no Doom, though, so he's not that scary right now.
There's no kisses.
All right, he's just got enough mana.
He's going to be fine through that one, but now the turn onto Zai, and it's also going to increase that damage with the Cookie afterwards. Nicely played. Cookie stolen, turns it back around, tries to bring down this Wraith King. He's got to get out of there. Yapzor again, he was the same, but there's the Hand of God, comes in at the last second. The Ravage afterwards, a great combo comes out. They're going to take down Yapzor. And looking for more, Matumba Man shows up, hoping to salvage this, but the Cookie in! Don't say Q, you weren't wrong!
There's no way.
So strong! The best freaking Snapfire of the tournament so far.
How? How do they all get out?
Wild! Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm just stunned right now. That was so insane. I thought that was going to be a serious problem there when the Wraith King, like, because it kind of looked like a bad time to use your Wraith King ulti because you didn't have, like, the cookies to follow up, or the Mortimer Kisses to follow up there, so it's, like, a little bit dangerous.
Oh, Anisha.
Yeah, can't go down here.
Goes back in, another round of spells, doesn't have it, gets away on nothing now. Yapzor trying to salvage this, steal and rearm. Takes him a little while to spin in a circle, but can't quite get in range for Faith Beyond.
All right, Yapzor's on farming time. He's got a lot of clarities. He's going to head to the jungle.
Fade Bolt rearm.
Yeah.
Fade Bolt rearm.
Fortunately, it's a little expensive.
Well, yeah. That's what happens. Although I guess he could do some stuff with, I mean, he has to buy his TP though, so that's annoying.
So here's a little bit of an issue, guys. If you saw these Clinks games, you know, we talked about stacking Ancients. Clinks goes and farms them. Their triangle is not a friendly place.
Not at all.
Bottom's not very friendly for LGD, though. That's going to be a grab. Zai also smoked in for this, which is, you know, maybe a little unfortunate because he just shows up at the end, but at least you don't need the Doom. They got themselves a kill. And he now has the Midas done as well. And then right for that BKB. So pretty standard build on the Doom, and Kunkka following suit. Yeah, this tends to happen. Whenever you see the Kunkkas that rush this BKB build, it's because they have another ally who can play with them at a similar timing. Maybe not necessarily like with a BKB themselves, but in this case, Doom is like one of the only other heroes that likes to rush the BKB this early. So it's a very interesting pairing for those reasons.
And I think that really it's those types of heroes that can run into the middle of things and make a lot of space, and they're going to need it because Clinks had a rough game. The thing about him, though, is that this hero farms fast. We see 4 points in the barrage. The Maelstrom is done for the Clinks, and Matumba Man is going back to a 3-stack.
Here's a nice little example here. Yeah, you guys haven't been watching any Clinks games. This is why the hero is still picked. You just pull out the Ancients like this, throw in your barrage in a couple seconds, and let the Zaps do some work.
Yeah, and they drop rather rapidly. So just need 2 rounds of it, basically, and then you're going to be back up again. And you take a look, and he's, you know, level 9 right now. Comparison there to the Wraith King already at 10, so he's starting to make that catch-up happen very quickly. But the big differential here is feeling like the supports. Xingqiu has that medallion done, is keeping this pressure on with the Chen creeps and everything else, and LGD now 2 of the tier 1 towers taken and a 3,000 gold lead for them.
And that mid is just, you know, it's so low right now.
Yeah.
I feel like they can just straight up rotate there from that bottom tower after taking if they want. There is good vision in this area of the map. Does get dewarded. Oh, does he get the gold? Oh, he just got it for him. Disappeared. The value center. Well done.
Is under attack.
Made it happen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's going to be...
But yeah, just run mid. I mean, force fight, have Ravage, team.
I don't know if Secret's even going to come to
I don't think they can. There's just no way. I mean, I think they will. I think they want a Doom fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're going to be able to do anything here. Puppy moves into position, but already the tower is basically just down with the skeleton. So yeah, Secret, they're going to leave this one alone for now. But come on in and contest the farm. Don't give Matumba Man anything.
You know what's not fun? Getting double counterpicked at the end of a draft.
It's true.
That's not an enjoyable time. Doom, Wraith King. Kunkka, Tinker. Tinker's not quite as bad. That's more of a game counterpick, I suppose. But, whoa! That's a big old army of creeps.
Oh my god. Rubik in some trouble there. Does get doomed. Still going to chase him down and kill him. Wall doomed. Faith Beyond does not care about Zai all that much, and now Puppy moves in as well. Gonna be brought down low. X Torrent done. So they do manage to find themselves a tied kill. That's a very important one for Secret.
Yeah, so I tried to go for the save by stealing the Chen steal, but you know, then Chen just took the creep right back.
Yeah, it works. So another little lull in the action. It's been LGD sort of steadily keeping this game in their hands. Although they haven't really blown it up in the way that you sometimes see teams do, where they get a lead and then just sort of keep their foot on the gas. It's been a couple of moments here and there where Secret have found an avenue to pull back away a little bit.
I would say that a Doom lineup is very similar to an Alchemist lineup in the sense that the gold lead isn't quite accurate. I would say that this 2K lead is probably more like a 3 or a 4K lead. You know, Doom tends to be a little bit inflated compared to usefulness, unless you make plays like this, that's for sure.
Well, no Doom this time, but maybe you can go for the chase down.
He needs the big stomp.
There is the status resistance.
See ya.
Go away and
bye.
Now they walk away.
Tower is under attack.
Team's just TPing like, nope, not our mid. And great ward down here. Zinq gonna pass right over it. Might go back into the ward depending on this action here as Y goes for the high ground. Gives himself some vision of the surrounding area. And Yapsor actually still hanging out down here. Doesn't have TV for 18 seconds, so not much of a choice.
They stomped him. Gotta be careful. But they're bringing in help. Yeah, they're just going to turn this back around and Zai. I don't think he can do enough. He's in trouble now. The chase down comes in. The Hex is there to get him away. Pig pull run. Oh my god, nothing to say. It's so low. He ends up killing him with 50 HP. Wow.
That's almost an Aghanims.
That's a very scary state of affairs for Secret if you can get into that.
And what's really crazy is they had like no opportunity to punish these towers. Like up top right now there's a catapult. They need to get this top tower because soon this is going to be like full on Tinker, right? Then how do you get this? Oh, a nice little heat map there. That's Zinq, eh?
Yeah,
that's about right. He's been everywhere.
Making the moves wherever the T needs him to, but a lot of damage dealt there in that bottom side of the map. I believe Tidehunter is running into a little bit of no man's land here with that invis. And not all that much that's going to be able to keep him alive.
Don't do it, Faith Beyond. Don't ravage.
Thinking about it.
Don't do it.
Ugh.
All right, good.
Eventually they bring him down. Can they fight down bottom now? I think LGD have this tower.
Without a blink on Doom, it's pretty hard.
Glyph's lasting a while. Trying to keep a hold of that mid tower at the same time too. And yeah, with Zinq there, getting all that minus armor onto the tower, they clean it up and gonna have access to the outpost.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, sorry, it's just able to keen conveyance around right now.
Okay. Smoke coming in from LGD now. As they will try and head towards the north side of the map. Nisha is already in here, has the BKB. It's not going to be an easy kill if they tried to go on him.
All right, they need to be concerned with LGD right now.
Nisha. Zinq spots him.
Oh, this is bad for Nisha, though. Just get out and don't waste your BKB, because like you have a very, very strong timing coming right now for Secret, right? That they should be very concerned about for LGD, because it's going to be triple BKB first item for Secret. Okay, maybe not first for Matu, he doesn't really count, but he's a carry, so yeah, it comes out relatively soon. They want this Roche before they want to make that BKB fight happen on the side of Team Secret, and it looks like they're going to get it because of all this minus armor. They're sneaking away pretty quickly here.
Yeah, going even for the Deso on Ame.
Oh, I say that. Yeah.
Whoa, the Zinq catches him, saying, hey, how you doing? Want to get in there and get a little bit of action going. Puppy going to get brought down by Zinq, and now looking further forward for Nisha, forces out that BKB. That is going to be Roche claimed by LGD, getting the kill onto Puppy, and now continuing to try and tighten their grip on this game number 2 here after losing the first one. Zai goes in on this one now. Doom comes out. You know, stolen little shredder. Zinq's taking a lot of minus armor there. The Hand of God is going to come out, and that might be enough to keep him alive.
Okay, he hasn't died yet.
No.
Think about all the action he's been. He's 7-0-8. That's 15 kills involved with, and there's 17 kills.
This guy's just so good.
There is no one else in this game right now. It's like all him. It's crazy. No one else is even close to that level of involvement.
Zinq is such a stud. Like, since the Serenity days, like, everything about him, he's just, like, a really unique and interesting player.
The next closest is 10.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
Absolutely ridiculous how active he's been.
So, 3,000 gold lead. And with the Aegis in hand, how does Secret try and stall this one out? And likewise, what do you think LGD's sort of goal is going to be for the next couple of minutes with this this Aegis in hand?
I think that despite this game feeling really good for them, they're not out of the woods yet at all.
Right.
Like, I actually think these BKB timings are pretty scary, because then I think the fights are harder for LGD to force, and then your net worth starts looking a little bit weird, because it starts like going all into the Tinker, and sometimes a Wraith King can struggle to keep your own net worth up without like really suffocating all your other allies. So they just want to keep forcing fights right now. Try and really utilize this Aegis, and try and force bad BKBs. That's like the dream to me at this moment.
Well, Atheon moving down here bottom. Seeing if they can find somebody. There he
That
is.
ward has had so much value. Like, it's done so much for Secret.
There's the wraparound, but not going to be able to find him. So yeah, they're just going to push down bottom. But this tower's already gone, actually. So not a whole lot to gain down here besides pushing Secret away, getting that outpost. Yeah, great ward.
Shove him back over to the other side and disassemble Dragonlance there for the BKB. Matu wants to pick it back up, though. And I believe we're still 9 on everyone. Oh, no, sorry. We had the 4-sale BKB right on Kunkka. Yeah. So we got 8 on Kunkka, but 9 on the other 2 cores for Team Secret.
A little bit of a weird smoke there, ZinQ. Hello, how are you?
Oh, this is the streak. It's
This
going
is
down.
A lot of gold.
Of course.
500.
Of course. How? Puppy, why?
He's trying to get that
You
shard.
did not
man.
need this.
Trying to get that shard. You know, that gives it to him. There you go.
Puppy's a genius. That's like the last golden flux he's going to get this game.
Yeah.
He needed that 1 kill.
Listen, don't kill him. Don't kill him. I
Trust
want
me,
it.
guys. Fire Shield's broken. Also, there's a Tinker in their base right now. But it's gone.
He can just kind of do whatever he wants this game, it feels like.
Until Zai has Blink.
Yes.
This is my concern.
Right.
Imagine Zai with a Blink in this game. What stops him? Like Abyssal Wraith King, eventually?
Right.
Is that where we're at, you know?
I mean, he's been very, very free continuously and looks for the jump. Yapzor pulls him back. Isha outside the base still, nothing to say, keeping that pressure on. It does look like they are gonna again back away. Does he have that blink yet? Is it on that line yet? No, he's still a little ways away.
Not yet. It's gonna be a little. I mean, he's a Doom though, so sooner rather than later.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, they approach the tower. There's still a minute 15. Geez, it feels like that rush was so long ago. But still threatening the tower with the 3 lives of Wraith King.
With that, he's going to step up, take this tier 2, close that one out. Secret still dodging away, but they're really not losing out on that net worth. Like you're talking about the Doom effect that you get with the Midas and Devour, of course. But with the Fire Shield, does start to feel like, you know, if they can just take that one good fight when the Aegis eventually is gone, that's going to be their timing that they look for. So,
And it's scary though when you think about like the opportunity for the Blink Dagger too. I'm talking about these BKBs. Obviously they're very, very good versus Tidehunter, but there's still the problem of like if you do have the Blink, right?
Okay.
No. What if he catches you with the Ravage? Then you're in trouble.
Nice. Dun dun dun. And now with just a couple of minutes left here, or a couple of seconds left rather, kind of feeling like, you know, you just sort of, if you're Secret with this timing, do you want to try and get active themselves? Is that probably like a smart play?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just blink it out. You want to catch the Aegis, right?
Yeah.
It's over. Let's go. It's regenning right now onto our Wraith King. So, you know, maybe not killing the Wraith King would be good though, right? I mean, ideal hero, probably Tide or Tinker. You know, one would think maybe Doom the Tinker, kill the Tide. Doom the Tide, kill the Tinker.
Easy.
Probably have to Doom the Tide, of course, assuming that he's not just like off in some random corner and his Ravage will be worthless.
Instead, they won't find anybody down bottom, so when Tumbaman eats up a creep, they're going to wrap back the other direction. Could potentially smoke again if they want to, but LGD still going by their game plan of tower to tower to tower.
Swarm.
Yeah, just so many summons on this one.
Such a swift punish if you're just not there. Like, Secret aren't really even worried about contesting, I don't think, because they just know. Like, they'll never get there in time. You're going to show up in pieces, and then if they go for, like, some sort of just a quick catch, because they have a lot of initiation, right? They have a Blink on the Tide. They have a Blink on the Wraith King. ZinQ was thinking about Blink earlier, but opted for this Lotus instead. Probably going to be targeting Faith Beyond, but Lotus versus Doom is just, like, you know, it's good, but at the same time, it's not incredible. Because, you know, obviously he still gets Doom.
He got his Doom off
Yes,
on the target.
Maybe
Oh,
he
look
gets
at
Doom
this.
too, that's okay.
They feel like they're safe because of that ward. LGD, this wraparound could be huge. Oh, do they know?
Look at
Are
this
they
angle.
aware? They scout out Nisha, jump in. Oh,
The invis.
he gets out of there!
That was
Ravage onto nothing! Dude, what a reaction. Doesn't manage to steal Ravage, but still scary. Jump off to the side, ZQ. He gets up to the high ground. The barrage, not going to be able to chase him down. Failed initiation, but a better response. And Secret managed to escape. What a weird series of events that was.
And it looks like the lingering members here should be fine. Yaps are just kind of playing around, I feel like, at this point.
Oh, man, that was their moment for LGD.
That was a sick invis. Nisha, whew, he was ready, that's for sure. I saw Puppy turn around and give him the shield.
Wait, look at this guy.
Dude, is there a play
Dude,
here?
look at this guy. Oh, he almost got him. They were looking for it. They couldn't get the lift in time. All right, Nisha's he's on some stuff right now. He's feeling himself.
That was so smart.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that didn't work. For the content. Throw for the content.
I've
Like,
heard
can
of
you,
that
can you help us
before.
out here? Nothing to say? Yeah, BSJ was talking to me about it. He said it's actually the only reason he's not #1. He just throws for content. Can you believe that? What he does for the community? That's a serious sacrifice.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know?
No other reasoning I can think of.
Wow. 4,000 gold lead now. So LGD managed to gain a little bit, but again, that's not really the most important part of this one. Nisha again moves in, hits the big one. Stun afterwards. Is it going to be enough though? He's broken. He's stunned. Pulled back in. Boat down afterwards. Nisha chasing, wanting to do something with this BKB, but the jump comes forward.
Well, remember, Zai's holding the Doom because he knows there's no Ravage, and he knows that Lotus is there, so he pump fakes in.
No.
Doesn't want to get doomed himself.
Weird fights all around. Zinq throws out that little shredder.
He has to be careful, though, because once he sees that Lotus on someone else, Zai is very ready to jump Zinq. They know how important he is to these fights.
Again, just heads on back home, throws the defense matrix out, and ready to go again with nothing to say. 17-8. And LGD, they can just sort of park it down here, and then the Tinker can push out these side lanes. So they're trying to hunt now on Secret. They're hoping that a Tinker is going to TP down bottom, waiting to set up for him.
Such a stark difference to game one, where we talked a lot about Zai and Matsu, but this game, not mentioned so much because Zai and Matsu were so active game one, trying to create plays around the map and advance the agenda of Team Secret. Now Matsu has been quietly just farming away. You know, ever since they lost that top tower, there were some concerns of his farm. It was a little bit slowed down. He's not the mega accelerated Clinks that we saw from OG. He wasn't given like quite as much space early on by actions across the map, but I would say that he's done a very good job considering the map's state of getting this much net worth. They lost their towers very early.
And he was getting bullied, like
Yeah.
super
Yeah,
hard.
his lane was rough.
So like the fact that he's been able to come back and be top. Whoa, hello, Puppy. They was not expecting that one.
No.
He just came out of nowhere.
Oh, Zai's going for the classic lurk spot right now.
Okay. I mean, they have to come and deal with this, right? Like, tower's dead. It's gone. Pulls him back in that much closer. Don't think that he cares all that much about it. The cookie follows from ways away, but Zai jumps in, finds it. Oh, the Doom turnaround there. Nothing to say is going to be there with the defense matrix. Tries to get off on his buddy. Ame still standing tall, walks forward, finds himself the Kunkka, and now the Hex out. They're able to connect onto the Clinks, tries to run away from it, but it's not going to be enough. The chase down, triple kill, nothing to say.
Zinq's insane. He hesitated. He held that Lotus Orb on purpose, because he knew that he was in this like mental battle with Zai of what was going to happen with that Doom.
Oh,
and he put it on like right before the Doom came down. He was like watching the arms of Doom before he threw that thing on there.
This guy's good. Knows what he's
Turns
doing.
out.
Unreal. And now they've got the Ancients. They're running down the lanes one by one. A very, very close game number one has turned into the last couple of minutes just snowballing ahead.
And they still have
LGD.
Ravage right now.
Yeah, they're ready. They're perfectly fine. So a 15K goal lead. Double Racks comes out. LGD not going to drop down 2-0 without a fight.
Man, was so well played by LGD. So much patience before, because like it's felt like they've been winning this whole game, but the lead has been pretty marginal through a lot of this. You know, it's not been a big gold lead or anything like that. XP, sure, maybe a little bit more, everything, but I mean, at some points it was still even in their favor for a long part in this game. Like, look at that. You know, it was not so bad, but they had to wait for that one perfect moment. They found it. 2 lanes now gone, and a Roche to boot, and Arshard here being passed off to the Wraith King. That looks good.
Make sure that he's just going to make that reincarnation happen no matter what.
Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. I didn't see that.
It's interesting, right? Because like Puppy's the one that, excuse me, Puppy. I'm so used to saying freaking Chen. Y is the one that's sort of been able to eclipse Xingqiu in terms of net worth, but this has really been Xingqiu's game, and he has made so many of the plays that just allowed them to propel into Snowball.
I've spent 30 minutes talking about him. I don't feel bad about it.
That's fair.
Pretty sure that's the correct person to talk about this match.
So 17,000 gold lead now, and Scotty done. What do you have left in the tank, Secret? It's going to be a tough one, trying to hold off to this last lane of racks, particularly when you have a Tinker that can keep those other ones pushed out so continuously.
Best chances, some crazy skill from YapzOr. Unfortunately, in this game, it's pretty much limited to like the right.
Whoa!
He's waiting there.
Dude,
That's the play.
It's ready.
That's the play.
Oh my God! Yo!
All right, that's what you needed. Big play, YapzOr. Lurking in the trees. He did that way too many times.
Yeah.
You know, he kept getting away with it, and YapzOr just like, no, not this time. I will lurk in that spot that you've been going to constantly.
LGD is still going high ground. Oh, the hubris, the hubris. They buy back on the Tinker. You can't afford to lose this guy. Now the kisses come out. Big old break, punch down, and Wraith King gonna die once. A lot of damage dealt by Mortimer's kisses, but the eyes on the prize. LGD gonna try and clean up.
He's in there again.
Dude, he's so crazy. He's out right in front.
He has no fear.
No. Nothing to say, not afraid. Jumps in, Ravage comes out, big old catch there. Do they have enough damage? It looks like it. YapzOr tries to back away. But he gets the blink off. Nothing to say, able to escape. Dead on Clinks, dead on Puppy. And with Mega Creep's boot, that's going to be GG. LGD tie the series up.
Beautiful Dota. Both games here from these 2 top teams. Perhaps expected that it was going to go 1-1, I would say.